5-HTP. Okay, now you can buy this in the health food store. Okay, and some people say, oh, if you if you eat tryptophan, or increase your tryptophan, it will treat depression. Good luck. It doesn't work. And it's because tryptophan, first off, in normal diet, you got as much tryptophan as you'll ever need. You don't need to take supplements for that. Say, oh, eat a lot of turkey, it's got a lot of tryptophan in it. Be my guest, eat as much turkey as you want. The problem is, it's a large molecule and it's only allowed a small amount of penetration through the blood-brain barrier. So eating tryptophan is not going to do it. However, remember, tryptophan is metabolized into 5-HTP by what? Tryptophan hydroxylase. And this is a small molecule and it goes right through the blood-brain barrier. This molecule here, 5-HTP, is the leading antidepressant in Japan. Interesting, huh? It gets in the brain and it gets sucked up by both serotonin and melatonin nerve cells, and it's converted into serotonin or into melatonin, the precursor for those, and it can treat depression, and it can treat major depression. But, well, let me go to this next slide. Okay, now this is, I haven't looked for a year, so there may be more studies now, but as of last year, there were only 2 studies that had adequate sample size. But you can see here the average dose is 300 milligrams a day, and TRD is treatment-resistant depression, simply meaning if you have to go up, you can go up as far as 600 milligrams a day. And in order to get at the right dose, if people want to try this, they may need to go to a compounding pharmacy that can actually package the stuff in the appropriate doses and that sort of thing. But the problem with 5-HTP, the big problem, is you don't want to add it to an antidepressant because it can cause serotonin syndrome, and that sometimes can kill you. I'm going to see if I've got a slide here. You know what? I don't have the slide, but serotonin syndrome, people develop a fever, severe diarrhea, dehydration, seizures, and they can die. They can go to a coma. Okay, so the thing is, you can take a whole bunch of Prozac and it won't kill you. But if you take a modest amount of Prozac and a bunch of 5-HTP, it can kill you. If you increase serotonin by two different mechanisms of action, the Prozac is doing it by blocking reuptake, okay? But 5-HTP is by jacking up the production of serotonin, and that'll send you into serotonin syndrome. So I guess one thing I really want to say about all these over-the-counter products is there is merit here. There's studies. There's something to be said. And I think the reason that a lot of these are not used or endorsed very much in American medicine, quite frankly, is because drug companies have a lot of influence over the practice of medicine. Yeah, question?
Is it okay to take it with Wellbutrin?
It would be okay with Wellbutrin because it has no impact on serotonin at all. Okay. But what I'd like to really see is I'd like to see increasing studies, okay, and bringing it into the spotlight, but in the media too. I just think the pharmaceutical industry has this huge power over, Western medicine, and some of the stuff works. But the biggest problem, though, is people using these things unsupervised. And among that, the biggest problem is people with bipolar disorder. Okay. Well, the data on these, low-dose melatonin is probably okay, 0.5 milligram. The others, there may be some problems. So I know some psychiatrists that use valerian for sleep, but I don't think there's good enough studies to really support the use of these over-the-counter products. But let me tell you something. I don't have the slide in here, but I have it in one of the workshops I'm giving, and that is chamomile. And there's now a double-blind placebo-controlled study about chamomile. And the dosing is 200 to 600 milligrams a day, being effective in treating generalized anxiety disorder in a double-blind placebo control. Now, the problem with chamomile is that they use capsules, so they were using 200 milligram capsules. They were using between 200 and 600 milligrams a day. And it's hard to know exactly what that translates into if you use chamomile tea, because some chamomile tea will produce 100 milligrams of chamomile, and some will produce up to 600 milligrams of chamomile. But it appears to be safe. People have been using it for, hundreds of years. And in terms of reducing anxiety, maybe helping you go to sleep, there's really something to that.